Right, more gloop. And I think just for a change we've gone from a dark blue to a purple. I haven't washed the brush, so it's going to veer towards the blue, so on this video you probably won't see the difference. It's important not to neglect the backgrounds and things that aren't the main figures in the composition. I really do make an effort to try to give almost equal weight to non-figurative elements. What I'm actually doing now is the floor, and the design, if you could call it that, was sort of inspired by the shadows of the dancers on the photos, the very sort of directional feel, and this is basically an abstraction of that. So at the moment I'm just making that a little more pronounced and trying to balance it with the dancers. Painting's all about seeing, and sometimes you just have to mark the canvas to see something. Doesn't mean it will stay there until the end of the painting. So yeah. But I very much do paint in layers. And whereas some artists tend to work bit by bit, almost finishing as they go, I just layer on layer on layer. Sometimes there's a glaze so you can see the underlying layers or partially see them, and sometimes not. All goes towards the final painting, and it's the working method that gives the artist his or her style, most definitely. So you've often heard the cliche that it's all process. It really is with art. This part I'm working on now, it was one of the sort of non-main parts of the image that attracted me to it. It's a balcony, and it's just sort of wonderfully geometric. If you didn't see it in context, you probably wouldn't even know it was meant to be a balcony. And I've attention deficit here, just got distracted and thought I'd strengthen the arm a bit. But yeah, so this is the banisters, but it's not. What it is very, very secondary. Just add something to that corner. There's something going on the other side at the top, which I think I bring out a bit later. So all the time the image is, it's almost like watching a photograph develop. It just comes more and more into focus. As I alluded to earlier, the biggest problem I have is deciding when it's developed enough, because I do believe in letting the viewer do some work. A painting's got to catch the viewer, and after that it's got to give the viewer something to be interested in, and that's a two-way process. If it isn't, you've got illustration, and that's nothing against illustration. I couldn't do it if my life depended on it, so it's certainly not an insult, but it's a very, very different process. And most people who don't handle a brush or a pencil don't know that. So right, after a bit of indecision, a bit more work on the background. As you see, it's all pretty instinctive, or this part of it is at least, but it's deceptive. A lot of work can go into a painting before you even see the canvas. So and that's when I mean personally I think 70% of the work's done then. So this part, at the moment I'm just bringing out more detail in the figures. Well, I wouldn't call it detail yet, but making it more obvious that they are figures. Yeah, as you can see, there's no grand plan to a painting. It really it is a conversation, and it's the constant backwards and forwards. And I mean, when I'm involved in this, I have no idea of how much time is passing. Since these will be 2 videos because of YouTube's limit on time, so combined they're about 14 minutes, and after I broke off, it could have been anywhere. It could have been 5 minutes, it could have been 2 hours. I really... So we're nearly reaching a cut-off point now. Hopefully within the next day or two I'll have I'll be able to spend some more time on the painting. I'll record that and post another exciting video. So as they say, watch this space and subscribe if you want if you want advanced warning of it. But the plans are I need to have this painting done by the end of the week. So I'm recording as I go, and I'm trying to upload within a day of making the recording. So the next part is it'll start to take shape next time. So it'll be worth coming back to see what happens. Says he, hopefully. Right. And if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. And until next time, see ya.